welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you all. So as you gathered from the intro, it is a little bit different. So I thought a different intro would match what my current videos are going to be for. So all the videos that you are going to see over the coming weeks are ready for spooky season, my favourite season of the year. So each week I am going to be doing a different makeup look or a few different looks in one video. This is in case you're not sure what to go as for Halloween, inspiration, or you know what kind of look you want and you just want a little bit of help on how to do that look. So this is the first one. We're starting nice and simple. This is one everyone can do. This is what quite a lot of people like to do on Halloween. So I thought I'd do one. I thought I'd do a video for it. So today's look is going to be the Purge. Now it is going to be the like Purge mask style. It's really, really easy. Anyone can do it. You can do it on a guy, you can do it on a girl, those in between. Yeah, you can use whatever colours you like. Today I am going to be doing pink, of course, because we love a bit of pink. Now you can either use a eyeshadow in a container. You can use, I've got a loose one today, so that's what you'll need. You'll need a loose eyeshadow or one in a pack, one that's very bright. If you can, a neon one would be perfect. And then either a white-based concealer, or you can do what I do and use a face paint palette. Now I'm going to do one eye with the concealer and one eye with the face paint, just so you can see what it's like with either. You don't need to go out and buy a face paint palette. You can literally just use normal makeup. It's just whatever you have on hand. But literally that is all you need. So I've already got my like simple everyday base done. Obviously if you want to go a bit more full coverage, you can do. So I'm literally just taking my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Mattifying Longwear Makeup Fixing Spray. That is a mouthful. And I'm literally just going to spray my face paint with that. And then you're also going to want some flat ended brushes. So I've got a few. One's going to be for my powder, and then one is going to be for my concealer, and this one's for my face paint. You can, and this one's actually a face paint brush as well. So we're going to start, we're going to do the eyes. So I'm literally just dipping my brush, making sure it's packed with lots of face paint. And you want to make sure you're getting either side of the brush just so it's nice and thin. And then just get the ends nice and full. Now, what you're going to do, this is like the hardest bit, is you're going to make some straight lines. So take your time. And then I'm going to go back in just because I want it to be nice and full. This is going well. And then another one, the other side of your eye. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make an X. That's what it's like. It's like X's over the eyes and then like a smile with X's through. It's really simple, but it looks really good. And then what you're going to do is where that line would be, just follow it and join it up on the top. It's obviously hard on the top of your eye because you've got like the curve. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It literally doesn't need to be perfect. It's just an outline. Obviously, if you want it sharper, you can do over the top. And then you're going to follow that one across. If you want to, I might go in a second and just clean it up slightly because it's a little bit crazy. So that is that eye done. And I'm just going to get my cotton bud, get a little bit of micellar water on it because obviously these two are almost joined and we don't want that. There we go. So literally, if you ever make mistakes, cotton buds and micellar water are your best friend. Or Vaseline. I don't really like the Vaseline way of doing it. Just, I don't know. I don't really like the feel of Vaseline, but it's your call. And then I've done this a bit too thin, so I'm just going to go back over it. But you can literally go over it as many times as you need till you think it's nice, till you are like happy with your results. So that is that eye done. That is with my face paint. So this eye, I'm going to go with the concealer. This, my friend Elizabeth actually told me about this. It is a white concealer, literally just pure white, as you can see. It's by Makeup Obsession. It's called the Mega Conceal Long Wear Concealer with Caffeine. And it's not very expensive either. There we go. So they're not exactly perfect, but I don't think that really matters, to be honest. So next, this bit might get a bit messy, so I just be careful. If you are wearing like your Halloween costume, you might want to do your Halloween costume, like put that on first, depending on what you're wearing. And then I'd say put some sort of protective clothing or something on. So I've literally just got like a silk dressing gown. I'm going to use it as like a cape. Tuck it in so I don't get it all over my dress. It's not sitting. Right, I'm going to clip it. This is literally what you would do. Desperate situations, you just got to make do. Adapt and overcome, as Bear Grylls says. Okay, so we've got our makeshift little apron. So I'm using the Stargazer Eye Dust, and this is in the shade Neon Pink, and this literally is neon. Last Halloween, I'll put the picture on screen of what I looked like. I did like a clown and I splattered this over the top, and it looks amazing, especially when you're under like UV lights, because it is like, I'm pretty sure it's glow in the dark, like if you put it under UV lights. So it's got some in the lid. If you've got a pressed powder, then I just keep packing it up on your brush because you want as much colour as possible. And then we're literally just gonna pack that in right over our line we've got going on. Nice and easy, because you've already done a hard bit and made the line. If you do get it over the edges, it is really not the end of the world. And then I'm just going to speed through and do all the others. Okay, so that is done. As you can see, it gets pretty messy, like pretty messy. So I would strongly suggest having some baby wipes on hand. I've currently only got antibacterial wipes. I mean, it's staying cleanly. I'm just going to quickly wipe my hands because otherwise I'm going to transfer it onto my face. If you do get any fallout, just keep a fluffy brush nearby and literally just sweep the rest away. So now I've done the eyes, I'm going to go in and do the mouth section. I'm just going to use a concealer. I think I prefer the concealer over the face paint, to be honest, but it might be because I just sprayed a little bit too much. So you're just going to follow the corners of your mouth out. We're going to do some X's across your mouth area. Okay, so we've got our lovely little mouth crosses. And then just take your eyeshadow and pat it on. I'm going to kind of follow my line across first. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm just gonna wipe that edge. Just coat those extra little bits of white. So now is the fun part. I say fun, now is the interesting part. So now you've got all your areas sort of pinked out. They look neon, but we need to add a little bit of spice to that, you know? It needs to be a little bit extra, a little bit more extra. So what you're going to do, you're going to try and do it very thin. So make sure you're really wiping both sides of your brush to get it as thin as possible. And we're going to go back in with a much steadier hand, because adding the white back in is going to make it look neon. It's going to give it that neon-y effect. Now moving on to the eyes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the outside of all the white lines just to really bring back the pink. And then what we're going to do is just get a little fluffy brush, more so on the eyes. And then what you're going to do, is you're just going to pat your brush slightly over the white so it's not as pure white. Because what we just want to try and make it look as like blended as possible, so it's more, I don't know, it just gives it more of that, especially like from a distance. That looks a lot more glowy and luminous. So I've just done the same with the X's on the bottom, and like especially if you're going out, this is such an effective look. And if you want to, you can bring the crosses across the lip area as well if you want to, or you can just do the sides, or you could do the concealer over your lips and then add the neon pink shadow, or you could just get a really neon lipstick. And then with this I finished with a set of lashes, and yeah, especially like if you go out, I think this is definitely super minimalistic but really, really effective, like Halloween look. It's really easy. Leave a comment below to say what kind of, if you want to see any specific makeup looks you want to try and do for Halloween, if you just want a little bit of help, or write what your favourite thing about Halloween is. That is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!